Hello and welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 6. Today we're going to be talking about estimating with percents. Let's get started. All right, on page 137 here, I kind of liked this little graph that they put in. So what they did is they said, Josephina surveyed 298 students and found that 52% like scary movies. Estimate the number of students that like scary movies. So if we know the total is let's do 300 because that's pretty much 300, right? We're estimating 298 is almost 300. And if I cut that in half, I'd get 150. So 150 would be 50%. Okay, and then if I went halfway between 150 and 300, I get 225, and that would be 75%. And then 75 would be 25%. Okay, so if I wanted to estimate 52%, I don't know, we'd just say what common percent's close to 50%. So 298 is about 300. Write your answer in the box below 100. Oh, use the bar diagram to estimate 52%. So it would be about 150 students. So there we go. I know I could say, well, it should be a little bit higher than 150 students. Maybe it would be like 155 students. But 150 students is pretty close, and it's much easier to compute. So we're going to go with that. Here we go. It says use the bar diagram below to estimate 73% of 400. So if 400 is 100%, 200 would be 50, 300 would be 75, and 25 would be 100, 25%. So if I was going to estimate 73%, I'd say, you know what, that's pretty much 75%. So it's going to be about 300. Estimating with percents will provide a reasonable solution to many real-world problems. Like when you're going shopping and there's a sale, you're going to be able to figure out about how much your item will cost if you are able to estimate with percents. So here it says, let's estimate 47% of 692. Here's what I'm going to do. That's about 700. 47 is about 50%. Okay, so if I want to know what's about half of 700, I'd say, hey, it's about 350. Here, we're estimating, 60% of 27. Interesting. 60% of 27. So here's the way they went. They said 60% is 3/5 in fraction form. So that tells us we need to slice it into 5 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 makes 5 spaces. 4 cuts makes 5 equal pieces. We're going to round 27 to 25. Okay, and so we're going to say, well, if I cut 25 into 5 equal pieces, and I want the third one, 5, 10, 15, we're going to say it's about 15. So 3/5 of 25. Yeah, we could just solve it that way too, couldn't we? 3/5 of, when we hear of, we know multiply. 25, well, I would divide by 5. Divide by 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay. Estimate each percent. I'd say this is about 50% of 80. Half of 80 is 40. 18% of 42. So I'm going to say what's 20% of 42? 40. Let's do 40. Okay. So again, if I cut 40 into 5 equal pieces. Why am I picking 5? I'm picking 5 because 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. There's 5 20% in 100. Okay, so if I have 5 equal pieces here, I need to cut 5, and I'm only doing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, and 100%. Okay, and if this is 40, cut into 5 equal pieces, it would be 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. So if I wanted to know what was 20%, it'd be about 8. Okay, and then lastly, we want 75% of 40. Right, I'm going to switch that out to 75% of 40. So if I draw my line again, I've got 100% is 40. Half of that is 20. 75% would be here. What's halfway between 20 and 40 would be 30. So 30 would go there. All right. So another way is we can find equivalent ratios, and this is really the way you're probably going to use most often. So if I wanted to find 10% of 700, this is 10% of 715, I would do 10 over 100, or 1/10. Let's do 1/10. Really, where do we get 1/10? Because 10 over 100 is 1/10. Is equal to what over 700? Okay, so what do I do here? Multiply by 70. Multiply by 70. So 70 is 1/10 of 700. So let's do it for this next one here. Kaylee donated 30% of her savings. If she has $238 in her savings account, how much will she donate? So if we do 30 over 100 is equal to, we'd say 238, I'm going to go with, it's about 240. Okay, and then there's our box. So I can divide these both by 10. Divide by 10. It's not going to let me divide by 10. Okay. Divide by 10. Divide by 10. I would multiply 10 by 24. And multiply by 24. 24 multiplied by 3. 12, 6, 72. So we would say we would get about 70. How much will she donate? About $72. Okay. That is all I have for you for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.